How you guys doing today? I'm Webtoon King, and today I'll be doing a chapter review on Troll Trap Chapter 2. Let's get to the video. So first off, spoiler alert, obviously I'm doing a chapter review. So we start off chapter 2 with a fat ass dude just eating a ton of food. Not that I'm wanting to talk, but apparently his name is Sang-ho. I'm not great with Korean names, so I might have mispronounced that, but go check it out for yourself. The parents are just outside talking to each other, like he's not sick anymore, he should be able to go to school. And in the background, you can see a picture of him being skinny, and the parents are wondering, like, what happened to him. Like, according to them talking to each other, they were like, he gained over like 300-400 pounds in like a week. Yeah, that's a shit ton of weight, right? And so they're asking themselves if he's really their son. And in the room, the dude, like the son they're talking about, he's like, what am I gonna do? Human don't taste good. So from that statement, you can like kind of guess that he's a troll. So the next scene, we get to check up on one of the main characters, Jin. She's burying her dog, and her family's telling her basically to come eat. And remember, last chapter they lost their home, so they're just camping outside the park right now, where people are just like running, talking about them, and she's like embarrassed and telling her family like, yo, like, what we're gonna do about this? And you can see how everyone in the family is carefree because it's just like, man, there's a bathroom right here, like, the environment is great, basically making light of the situation. So she started yelling at them, asking them why they're not embarrassed like she is. But the dad basically said, this is like their home, like, for now. And she's like, wait, what? So the parents like telling her they're in $2 million in debt because they basically use Bomberman. I don't know if you guys remember that game. Yeah, so they explained to her that their house just didn't burn, like other people's houses burned. And they basically show the cross that you use in Bomberman, like when you blow up buildings and stuff. You guys know what I'm talking about, you play that game. So anyway, they tell her that the house burned down, other houses burned down. So she basically asking them like, what they're gonna do about it, and they're looking at her like, well, something will work out. Like, I gotta tell you, the whole family's carefree, basically. So you see the next scene, like just her face in shock in the classroom. And people are just like feeling bad for her, but the other main character, Warm, is just like messing with her and like poking her in the face. That can't be his real name, right? I thought that was just a Reddit name, but they keep calling him that, so I'm assuming that's his name. But like, he's just smiling, he's just poking at her, and then she's just looking at him, and you can see the Bomberman in the background. Basically, she's using the story her dad used to explain the situation and apply it on him. She's about to blame him, which is understandable, but then she realized if it wasn't for him, her family would be dead, her brother would be dead. The only person that really died, which I'm not a dog person, so wherever. The dog is the only person that really died. But she's about to thank him, like she's legit about to thank him. But then he cuts her off there and basically tell her, like, man, I saved you and you haven't thanked me, you're ungrateful, like basically talking shit to her. And then she snaps and just thank him and walk out the class. And after that, Warm is following her, asking if she didn't want to know what kind of a person he is. And he's right, like, if it was me, I'd be like, what kind of powers were you using? Like, I never seen someone use powers before. And the names, he has the most corniest name. I'm like, bro, you gotta change that too. But he started annoying her and tell her that it's a secret and he can't tell her. So he just basically asked her to ask him just to tell her no. she's trying to avoid him like a disease, but he won't stop bothering her. So he said he never, like he was telling her that he never been to school before, but then she tell him to stop annoying her, and like she asked him basically, what do you want? So the woman asked her, how did she know that her brother was really just a troll at the time, basically. And they were trying to figure that out, and one woman tell her that this kid is one of the fastest they ever found out that someone was a troll before. So one more basically tells her that she can probably just feel who's trolls, like basically she's just having a feeling about something. And then she just like walks away from him, basically. Like, she's just annoyed what he just said, like whatever. But when she's walking off, just talking shit about him, she just starts having the same feeling. And that fat kid from the beginning of the chapter, she knows him, and she looks at him, and then she just starts paying no attention to it. She's like, I need to make money. She can't rely on her family. All they know is love, basically. So she has to do something about it. And we go back to the fat kid. I don't know why I keep calling him that, but I'm not gonna learn his name. He's eating chips, and like some shadow just come out of nowhere, basically telling him to stop fucking wrong, or he will report him to Sir Bobo. And you can see him freaking out. You can see him just freaking out. So Shadow telling him to look for the piece. We don't know what that is, but I guess we'll find out eventually. Next thing you see, one of the main characters, her name is Jen. I guess she got a job at a convenience store, and she start calculating how long it will take her to basically make the money up for the debt. And you can see her getting depressed because it's gonna take her a while. Start having a bad feeling, and then she looks up. It's basically that fat guy at the counter. Damn, I can't speak. The counter asking her to like basically check out his food so he can leave. And she start freaking out because she start having that feeling that he's a troll, basically, because she can do that. And so he looks down, he look at her, and he's like, "What are you doing?" Because she's just like freaking out. He's just looking at her like, what's going on? Like, why is it taking so long? And that's how the chapter ends. So, hope you guys have a nice day. Subscribe, write a comment down below, and that's it.